AP got hurt.
Rest my case.
But technically,
that pretty much deaded all these arguments we've had for years.
No, it doesn't.
Frank Gore is not a top running back in his generation. That's what I've always maintained.
Are you on crack?
You just said right now you would have never taken AP over him.
Okay, guess what? I love Marshawn Lynch, but I'm still taking AP over Marshawn Lynch. Does that mean Marshawn Lynch isn't a great running back? No. I would just take AP. There you go. See? Just admit it. He's a top 10 running back.
I guess. All right,
man.
man.
In San Francisco, bro. He's their all-time leading rusher.
That's saying a lot.
How many great running backs have they had in San Francisco? A lot? Okay.
Have they?
Are you on drug? You're high, aren't you?
Have they?
You're high right now.
What are the great running backs in San Francisco?
Garrison Hurst.
Garrison Hurst is a great running back now. We're naming dudes on the cover of Game Day 98. That's what we're doing now?
Yeah, do you want to go back and look at the stats?
That's what we're doing.
Do you want to go back and look at the stats?
Okay, go ahead. Finish. Who else?
I said Ricky Waters.
A dude who made his name with the Seahawks, but continue.
Roger Craig.
Okay. What? The fourth option on one of the greatest teams ever?
He had a 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying was he not the fourth option?
That's not fair, though.
Was he not?
That's not fair to say that.
But you're not saying no.
He was great regardless.
Okay, but you're not saying no.
He's great regardless.
I'm waiting for your objection.
That is my objection.
Continue. Who else?
And a bunch of other people I can't fucking name.
Exactly.
Off the top of my head. If I Google it, I can tell you, but they've had great running backs.
So we're just gonna ignore all the time Frank Gore's split carries like throughout his whole entire career.
And he would have had more yards.
We're just ignoring that.
Are you counting Kendall Hunter as splitting carries?
That wasn't splitting carries.
Oh, he's disgusting. Kendall Hunter, bro.
He wasn't splitting carries.
Kendall Hunter.
Kendall Hunter was good until he got hurt.
So 2 years.
I mean, that's about the lifespan of a running back.
Who else was behind? Who else was splitting carries with him?
What? He split carries in
Don't
Indy.
say Delaney Walker.
He split carries in
Indy. He had 3 1,000-yard seasons.
He split carries last year in Buffalo.
I don't count Buffalo.
He split carries with Hunter. He split carries with Hyde.
His prime years.
He split carries with Hyde. Remember when San Francisco had like 7 running backs?
And none of them worked out.
But they all got reps. They all got reps. They all got playing time.
Hyde is the only one that stuck around.
They all got playing time.
Hyde is the only one that stuck around.
Anyways.
You got to respect Frank Gore more.
The Cowboys signed former Chief offensive lineman Cam Irving.
Former first-round pick.
Is that a touchdown or a turnover?
Florida State linemen are really just bust. Like, Walter Jones is like, what happened to y'all? Why do y'all all suck? Except Rodney Hudson. It just goes back to my point. Like, you can't depend on Florida State tackles. You have to draft either a center or a guard. Everybody else is just a bust.
Jonathan Joseph signs with the Titans at age 37. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for the Titans?
I feel the same way about that as I do Logan Ryan not going back to the Titans. It means nothing.
Logan Ryan's still kind of like the most hot. One of the best free agents available right now.
Didn't they draft a corner, though?
Yeah, they did.
See? And that corner's going to be better than Logan Ryan. Was it Christian Fulton? I think Fulton went to the Titans.
I wonder what this makes of... Like, I wonder what Jonathan Joseph's legacy is going to be.
He can play safety, too.
Like, are we going to remember him 10 years from now?
You'll just forget that the same way you forgot Vic played for the Jets.
But I mean, just in general, like Jonathan Joseph, like I feel like
first round pick.
Yeah, exactly. Like
stones for hands.
Like, would you mention him among the greatest corners, even though he has longevity?
Never. He
has longevity.
What does
He's
that mean?
played all across teams. He's been a Pro Bowler. Different schemes.
Never an All Pro.
I'm not arguing. I'm not saying he is. I'm asking the question.
Coverage too many times.
That's what I'm saying. Is
I've seen him get Fred smooted.
Like he's not like considered the greatest corner for a reason.
No one ever.
But he has the longevity.
He's a good corner. He's a good player.
That's what I'm saying. He's a good quarterback, a good corner for.
That's all he is.
Damn near 20 years, 15 years.
No, 10 or 12.
15.
12.
He's like 37.
He got injured 1 year.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, if I tore my ACL, did I play that year?
I'm the one who can't take
it.
Stop it.
You can't take
Stop it. You didn't even think about that. You just pulled that out the back pocket and you were like, oh, wait, yeah, he was hurt before he did tear an ACL 1 year.
Maybe twice. But either way, if you're hurt, I don't count that year. So, yeah, like Aaron Rodgers is 35, but he's only really played like 11 years.
Last one, Marshawn Lynch is supposedly in discussions with returning to the Seahawks. He said, if it happens, it happens. If not, he's good either way. But just overall, would that be a touchdown or a turnover? Would that be a touchdown or turnover for the Seahawks? Signing Lynch.
That'd be a touchdown, and I think the guy's name was Marcelo Serrano.
Bruh.
Commented.
How many times do we think it's going to be a touchdown and it's a turnover with this team?
Let me finish. I think it was Marcelo Serrano. He said it on the Good News IG earlier. Who motivated you growing up? Marshawn Lynch. From the moment I watched Cal play and I saw number 10 at running back, I was like, that dude's kind of my hero. And not just because we're both from the same place and his mom and my mom ran track together. I don't know how. But it's just, Marshawn Lynch is just a dude who you respect. And anytime you bring that level of respect to a team that called you back after trying to ruin your legacy by not giving you the ball in the biggest game of your career, and then crawling back on their knees, begging you to come back, like, he already won. Marshawn Lynch won in life. He's won, and even if he only gives you 3 touchdowns, he will give you a physical presence and something that those running backs, like Chris Carson, you could tell is learning from Marshawn Lynch. You can tell. Rashad Penny, learning from Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, they're
Travis Homer.
They got the same diet.
That's fucked up. You're a scumbag. Travis Homer, learning from Marshawn Lynch. He's what they need right now.
Yeah, what they actually need is a new trainer to keep all of them healthy. That's what they really need.
Like, are any of the running backs under 230?
I got a confession to make. Back in the day, I've never told you this. It's always been something that's just sat in the back of my mind, and I've always known it's there, but just never decided to say it because I know it might change the fabric of our relationship. But I want to say it now. I used to put Morissette in over Lynch in NCAA.
Have a good night, everybody. Fuck this guy. I should fucking stab you to death. What did you just say? How? Because he was faster?
Yeah, I like speedbacks.
You're a bitch. I swear to God. You never did the summer training in NCAA, did you?
No, I definitely didn't.
Oh, you a bitch. Oh, you fucking bitch.
I definitely didn't.
You know, if you do the summer training, like, sometimes I would just jack up the players' attributes who I was going to do the summer training for, so they would already be faster, because I already know, like, I would mess with the metrics. I would mess with the numbers in the game. Like, if I put his speed up a certain amount, his overall won't
You're
go
that
over.
motherfucker who would play at his friend's house and lose, but then when they come over to your house, you always win because you got the rosters set up exactly how you like them.
Yeah.
You're trash.
No, because I could win either way.
We're ready to have this conversation.
We're ready to have this conversation. I just admitted to it, so we're clearly ready to have this conversation. I've gone to your house and beaten you.
About how we're all scumbags in our own separate ways.
Yeah, but, like, there's a method to our scumbaggery, and the fact that, like, did you ever, like, bench Deshaun Jackson, or did you purposely put him in the slot and throw bubble screens?
Nah.
Okay, at least you're not. Then I wouldn't respect you. I'd spit in your face. Like, you put Deshaun Jackson with Nate fucking Longshore. You put Deshaun Jackson in the slot just so you could throw fucking slants and bubble screens to him. And then only give Marshawn the ball on, like, the 5-yard line, but Conte throwing sweeps.
Pretty much. That's really where I use Marshawn.
Bro, I just used the Wisconsin-based playbook, and then add in a bunch of different formations.
So you just ran counter and strong all day long.
Student body
Power
left,
O.
student body right, power. Oh, God. Power is the greatest play in the history of football.
I could never figure out.
I fucking love power.
I could never figure out, like, Georgia Tech's or Nebraska's offense back then.
That speed option, because I ran in a wing tee, I had so much of a greater appreciation for, like, running schemes. When you get the wishbone, and then it's a formation where, like, it's a straight speed sweep. So the running back runs straight across instead of running and looping around, so it looks like a sweep. It's a jet sweep it's like a offset I formation. It looks so dope. I used to score so fucking quick. People getting mad. I'd be breaking off 40 and 50-yard runs and shit just off a speed sweep alone.
You know what's always crazy to me? Was how Vautech, like, always somehow ended up in the national championship, like, 3 years later.
Because they
from
always
when you started your franchise.
They always had great running backs, bro.
I know, but it was just
they
always...
had like a 10-year stretch of great running backs, and they all flamed out, too.
I just always thought it was crazy. Like, always, like, no matter whenever you start your dynasty mode, like, 3 years later, you play
They could run the ball
Virginia
and had great
Tech.
defense, yeah.
Like,
they always had great
title.
defense. You're like, fuck, how did Boise State beat these guys?
All right, man. So that's about it for this week's show. So let's get to the rants. I don't really have a lot because we've been fucking talking literally all day. So I just want to shout out real quick. Some good news this week. Ronnie Lott and I think it was Elway raised like $200,000 for coronavirus relief. So shout out to them. That's the good news story this week. And also, man, shout out to SoFi Stadium. It's going to have the first ever 4K HDR video system. It's massive for those of you who've seen the videos of them testing it or have seen the demo. So that should definitely be a unique experience once it's all said and done. And now we know who's going to be playing when. So there's no excuse if you live in the area not to start planning your trip to see it. But yeah, man, that's about it. In case you missed it, we both did our Q&As on Instagram Live on the Good News Radio. So go and check those out. We talked about a lot of shit actually, and then we also did a pre-show. We talked a little bit about how we got here and why we're here. So go and check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, that's it for me. Shout out to Connor.
Fantastic. Shout out to Serve. Going to Oakland for Mother's Day. Shout out to my mom. Her birthday's next week.
Shout out to my mom, too.
Like, for real, though, it's not fair that my mom's fucking birthday is right next to Mother's Day. Like, that's some bullshit. Like, I'm really mad.
Try having a girlfriend whose birthday is right next to Valentine's Day.
That don't count, though.
That's just as bad.
No, it's not. It's worse. You cannot get your girlfriend a gift for Valentine's Day. You just plan some shit a day and a half after her birthday. Like, you get, like, a 3-day stretch where you, like, rent out a fucking nice hotel suite. So I'm pretty sure right now, like, since the quarantine hit, you can get hotels pretty cheap. So you just rent out a fucking hotel for 4 days. Boom, right there. I just solved your problems. But anyway, when it's your mom and she's like, no, I want something for my birthday and something for Mother's Day. And I'm just like,
I think that's more like... I think that's more just your mom. Like the fact that she has her birthday and Mother's Day right next to each other.
I think all moms would demand that. Like if their birthday was right next to Mother's Day, if it's a dad, we all agree. No one gives a fuck about dads. Even though a lot of us need them.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to either.
Let's just move on. We're not ready to have that conversation. That's the title of this fucking episode. We're not ready to have this conversation.
Oh my God. But yeah. I'll find a way to get her something though. And then she'll be like, you guys never give me anything for my birthday. That chaps my ass. People are like, you don't get me anything for... I've literally gotten you something for your birthday every year I've been alive. The fuck? But anyway. Yeah, man. Y'all stay safe out here. I wish they would just quarantine Huntington Beach. Because all the white people were... Like, clearly, I'm sorry. I just got to say this. I don't know what it is with a lot of white people in California and all of Florida. But y'all are some entitled motherfuckers. Like, clearly, like, if slavery happened, you wouldn't be able to handle it. Like,